Hello, Collective. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Thank you for all of you that are already following and allowing me to be a messenger of light in your life. Um, I'm just going to get started because I do not feel good at all. Um, like I told you, I'm going to be doing the videos to tell you the truth about everything that I'm going through in this spiritual battle. I've been sick for about I've been sick for a while, but really bad the last 5 days or more. I mean, I got so much pain in my stomach, in my abdomen. It's not even funny. It's like in my organs. I mean, I'm in pain. Uh, and they just gave me a download, like something really bad's gonna happen. Something really bad is going to happen. I'm not sure for who or what, but something bad is coming. So, let me say that first and foremost. Uh, so anyways, I came on because, like I said, I'm going to be telling you what I go through. So in my dreams, uh, I'm going to try to remember the things that I can remember. So the God was showing me my mother and her sister, my aunt on my mom's side, which, my mother and her sister, whatever. And whatever part they play in anything that has to do with me, they're going to be exposed, whether good or bad. All I do remember is there was like other people. I can't really remember who they were or their faces, but there was many of them. It's like they were being like nasty, like lustful, like joking around, like just real disgusting, like playing around. And I don't know who they were making fun out of, but maybe they were making fun out of somebody, because I remember the one guy. He probably was a white guy or Mexican or something, but his skin was light. That he said he was gonna tape. He's like, I'm gonna tape. Oh, we're gonna tape these balls. They were making fun like out of somebody, because they're like, I'm gonna tape that they were gonna tape some balls on. Like, a man has his testicles. He's like, I'm gonna tape these, balls on you, and I don't know what. And it's just like everybody was just like laughing and joking and making fun out of people, places, things, or whatever. And I was just looking at them like, cause I've never been one to really do shit like that to nobody. I don't care if I don't like you, whatever. I mean, that's not who I am. I don't sit around making fun out of people or laughing or gossiping. I mean, I never have and I never will. I don't get no satisfaction out of doing anything like that. But obviously other people do. It was just 3-3. It was just 3-3 on the clock, so make sure you look up angel number 3-3. Um, and it got very dark in this room. It was just very light. It just got very dark. So these individuals are very dark people, okay? They're dark. They're not of the light. They're very dark individuals. And it's like God showing me like a lot of things. It's sickening, like about my own, like a lot of their dark ways of people that are actually in my own bloodlines. It's like God's giving me a whole movie in my head right now of how dark they are. You know, He's showing me right now, like literally, like each different person, how they were dark. Them playing Miss Mary Mac with me, them keeping me in the dark, them always trying to scare me, molesting me, uh, picking on me, um, me being tortured, like in so many ways, by so many, including, I think that's why these people were my dreams, including my own people, which is really messed up. And then in the dream, it was like I was in my grandma's house, which her house was on the north side of Chicago in Humboldt Park. And it's like in my dream, I was like, it was real dark, like in her dining room, because when you come, you had to go up to the second floor, but when you go into her house there, the dining room was right there when you go through the door, and it was like real dark in there. It was dark, dark. And I'm looking around like whoever was there. I'm like, why is it so damn dark? Like, I'm a little girl though, but I'm like, why is it so dark in here? Like, what the heck? Like, what's wrong with you? And it's like in her dining room, she had like windows, um, and the shades were there, so they had curtains and shades. So like I went to the windows, and it was like I was putting the shades up, so it wouldn't be dark in there. And it's like I was remembering like the house across the way, because I could remember when I was little, like for whatever reason, there was a family that lived next door, and I know their last name. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I believe their last name was Sanchez. And I would always like look, like, well, you had to look, because if you're in the window, and so a lot of times their windows would be open or their curtains, so you could see. But anyways, I would look across and just see them. I would see them like walking in their house or doing whatever, cooking, cleaning, whatever they were doing. But anyways, yeah. So I just lifted the shades up in my grandma's house. And I don't really know like what that was trying to tell me in the dream, besides that a lot of things were dark within my own family. That's what I feel. Like that's the only thing I could come up with. A lot of things were dark within my own bloodline. A lot of things that were done to me, and maybe to many of them as well, and that's why they probably were dark, because a lot of things that happened to them. And this is why right now, in this time, in this age, they want us to work on childhood wounding. They want us to grow, to have forgiveness in our heart for the things that have been done to us by other people, giving it to God and moving forward. And a lot of these people are older than me right now, like my mom, my aunt. Whether I'm my mom or my dad's side, these people are grown adults, but they have not worked on their issues. They haven't worked on their childhood wounding. They're dark and evil, or doing whatever they're doing because they're hurting inside for whatever happened to them. But that does not mean they're not accountable, because if you're grown, you're accountable. You know exactly right from wrong. And if you're making choices to do right and wrong to people that don't deserve to be hurt, like myself, then you will receive karma. That is what you deserve, no matter if you are my bloodline or you're not. Because like I said, some of these people that were in my dreams, these were other people. Like, I can't remember their faces clearly. Okay? It could have been people that lived around my grandma's house. It could have been other people. This could have been other people. Like, I was seeing other people making fun out of somebody else. Because I obviously don't got no balls. I mean, I wouldn't see why somebody would, I think they were making fun out of somebody else, because I'm not a guy, so why would, they wouldn't be making fun out of me having balls and taping balls on. So obviously they were trying to show me somebody else, maybe as well, that was being made fun out of, which many of us go through that. Um, and like I just said, I'm going to say it again because they're telling me again, I'm very sick in my stomach and my abdomen, my ovaries. If I even have any there, because the last I know I didn't have them, but something bad is coming. And I didn't think about it because I've been so sick, just trying to like not think about it, keeping myself busy, but and not think about the pain so much. And for whatever reason, I want to cry right now. I don't know. But something bad's coming. And I know that's why my stomach's hurting, why I got so much pain. Something bad is coming. And usually if you're like a medium, a reader, a psychic or something, that's when you get that pain in your stomach in it, but it's something bad's coming, you know? And I'm not sure who it's coming for, but I just feel it. Something's coming. And it's gonna be bad. So yeah, these are and then I was dreaming about other things, you know. A lot of my dreams is like that. When that dream woke me up last night, I couldn't go back to sleep for a long time. And not only that, I can feel these witches, these warlocks, these demonic beings bothering me. Like I was up for a few hours, probably at least an hour or two, and I could feel them. I'm itching on my head, I'm itching here, I'm itching there. I feel the entities and energies around me. I mean, it's like they're agitating me. The other day, which is the day before, not last night, the night before, I was doing my meditations like I always do on YouTube, and I had did a telepathic one, and I specifically was telling my angels and God, like, you know, I want to do my telepathic, but to be able to speak to God more, hear God more clearly, to hear the angels, my ancestors. So, anyways, I did it, and it was like all. I don't know if it was that meditation I was listening to on YouTube, or if these demonic motherfuckers were hearing what I was doing, like because they watch everything we do, you know, since they're gifted. But with their gifts, that's how they pay attention. But I'm like, I'm gonna do my telepathic, you know, to try to be more in sync, you know what I'm saying, with the universe, so I could do my job and be, you know, and really get answers and really do what I'm supposed to be doing. So anyways, after I did that, sure enough, after I said I didn't want to hear like none of these bad people, whatever, after that meditation was done, it's like the devil used his fucking heat, and these witches and these warlocks, all these demonic people, right away they were coming at my, you know, like talking crazy to me or whatever, like saying, and you know, saying things or whatever. And I'm not the one. Like yes, I am an angel, but don't play with me. You know what I mean? Don't disrespect me. Don't come at me no type of way, because I will give you the business. And I don't know, I heard females like they were like talking shit to me or whatever they were saying, and I was like, you know what? And I basically told them off and to go, you know, go screw themselves and get out of my energy. And they did quick. And then I heard something else, like somebody else was laughing or like saying little rude comments. I could hear all these, and they were black females, you know. They were, I could tell. You could tell by people's voices. I'm not a fool, you know, and I am a medium reader, a psychic, high priestess, prophetess, right? A shaman, many things. I'm many things in one. Okay, so I can hear them clear as day, and I'm like, if I were you, you better go about your business. I'm like, because many of you, you're already in hot water. Your time is very short, which it is. A lot of these people don't even know what's coming to them. I just told you I am sick in the middle of my stomach. There is a knot in the middle of my stomach. Something bad is coming. Who it's coming for, I don't know. But I'm letting you know I've been sick for the last 2-3 days in my stomach. Usually I took acid reflux, I took Tums, I took everything in this house. The only last thing I got left to take is a laxative. So if that don't work, it's only one or two things happening. It's something bad is coming, which that's what I feel. And if you, many of you, if you're paying attention, then you know what's going around the world already. There's a lot of bad stuff happening. I mean, there's tsunamis in different countries. There's storms, there's earthquakes happening, there's hurricanes happening, there's flooding happening, there's tornadoes, fires. people doing shootings, because a lot of bad stuff is happening. You have to be paying attention to what's going on worldwide. The enemy knows that we are trying to bring heaven on earth. This is a spiritual battle going on between the dark and the light. All right? So that's what's happening. A lot of people are being exposed every other day in my dreams to me. And honestly, about my OG, about my mother and my aunt, those things don't surprise me. I already know, but I already know what I know. I know them like I know the back of my hand. All right? But hey, when people do what they do to us, they are accountable for the karma that they will receive. That karma does not come from me. That karma that many of you will receive for messing with the chosen being is going to come from the God of gods, not from Stephanie. Even though I have the right to remove anybody from this planet, I do have that right. Many of you don't know that. You're going to find that out. Many beings have been removed already by my own hands and by the universe hands, the light beings. There is 144 angel starseed light workers, angelic beings. Many of you, you're accountable. I'm talking about even if you are the president or you are the bum on the street. If you have came against God and you have came against me as a chosen being in any fashion, form, way, taking money from anybody to come against me, did any acts on me, you are accountable for every single thing. If you come into my dreams like many of you do as well, many of you, you're being exposed for coming in my dreams. That's why a lot of your faces are coming out. Like I said the other day, my aunt, her kids, my other aunt, other people, and then there's people that I see their faces. I don't know who they are, and if I do, I don't remember them. I don't know who they are, if they're from another life or whatever. Some of these people I don't know. They're just demonic beings that work for the devil, and they're men and women of this world that don't want to see this world be in a light. In the light. They want this world to stay dark and ugly so they can keep controlling and doing whatever they do. But I'm letting you know, something's going to occur. I'm talking about my gut hurt so bad. And I don't know, but they keep telling me like something about tubal pregnancy. Somebody's pregnant or somebody's pregnant. But I was like, okay, well, I mean, I haven't did nothing with nobody, so how could it be? Unless it was an angel that came in this bed and did something to me. Oh my God. But I don't know. But if I don't get better, I don't know whatever. I probably have to go get checked. But this is just too much. I mean, I know or it could just be I'm backed up for whatever reason. But I went to the restroom the other day, so I mean, I don't know. I just know I feel a very ugly feeling, and I have not been comfortable for the last 2 to 3 days. It's been going on for a bit, but the last 2 to 3 days it's been so severe. It's just unbelievable. Many of you need to make sure, like I've been telling you in my videos, make sure that you are stocking up your houses with food, toilet paper, paper towels, soap to wash clothes, any type of, Band-Aids, kits, candles, tools. If you could get you another deep freezer, always have you 2-3 deep freezer. If you can get you a generator, I'm telling you, just make sure that your houses are equipped for anything that can happen and occur. Okay. Many of you, I know you're being hit already. You're being hit because I'm watching. For whatever reason, what's crazy is I have not watched TV in the last 3 years because of the spiritual warfare I've been going through, and because of me awakening and, learning other things and going through everything the way God has ordained it. But the last few days, the last week and this week, when I started seeing the hurricanes, it's like God made me turn the TV on and put my local news on, and I've been like trying to keep up. And then the little news that I get on my different apps on the internet, I'm seeing worldwide all type of hell breaking loose worldwide. And my prayers are with all of you. My prayers are with all of you. And it's weird because as I'm talking about that, my stomach is hurting more in the middle. That's how I know something bad is coming. And we must be prepared. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm trying to get you prepared so that if something does happen, that you'll be prepared. You'll know because I'm sharing it with you already before it comes. Many of you, I was sharing videos before these hurricanes and different things hit. I'm letting you know why a lot of you are going to get hit in ugly ways because of the sins, because of whatever you've been doing, whatever has been done in your states, your towns, your cities, your countries. Then I got another download. Many of you need to be prepared as well. A video came across my thing, and it was like talking about a story about, I don't know, it's been about 7 to 10 years that these different individual girls got freed, right? They had got freed. They ended up, but they were stuck in, where was it, Cleveland, Ohio, whatever it was. And that story was 7 to 10 years ago, all right? And these females, they ended up having babies with this nasty kidnapper guy. I was about to say something. I'm gonna keep that to myself because I would have dismantled that man. But let me keep going. Uh, a lot of You're going to start seeing a lot of people. God is gonna start sending His armies in, and a lot of people are gonna be freed. I'm talking about you're gonna start freaking out. Women, children, people are gonna be free. Like there's people that have been missing, people that have not been found. A lot of these people are being sex trafficked, kidnapped, used for their own nasty, lustful ways. They were kidnapping kids. The God is going to open the doors. These people are going to be freed. Many worldwide. You're gonna start seeing people on the news. Oh, it could be a house next door to you that you would have never even thought that they had women or kids in that motherfucker. You're going to be freaking out like, what the, like this has been going on the whole time. What did I miss? That's how it's going to come to humanity. It's going to come to places near you, whatever country, whatever city, whatever state, whatever village, okay? Whatever jungle. You're going to start freaking out. Then you're going to start freaking out because people are going to be coming out, and it's going to be well-known people that you thought you liked, that you were following. You thought that they were this. You thought that you wanted to look like them. You wanted to be like them. And all their ugly dirt and what they've been involved in is going to come out. And you're going to be like, what the heck? What the hell was I thinking? I'm over here following this person or these people, and this is what they were doing behind closed doors. This is what they were doing to poor innocent people that didn't deserve. Yeah, honey. They just said it didn't stop. They just told me that it didn't stop with that Gold Osteen or whoever that guy was that got caught up for the sex trafficking rings and all that. The one I don't know if he's still alive. I think he killed himself in jail, no? But whatever, they just told me it doesn't stop with the people that already got caught. They said they're just getting started. So that could be why I have a lot of pain too. Because there's so much disaster going on right now worldwide. Tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, flooding, fires, volcano, all type of shit's breaking loose. And I could be feeling it inside. I mean, I don't want to swear like that because I shouldn't be swearing on here, but I feel messed up like inside. I'm not playing. And I've never usually if I get like this, it could be like because I haven't went to the restroom, but I went to the restroom the other day, or it could be like, I ate something. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I did eat something. Maybe something I did eat along the days was not good. You know what I'm saying? Or something. I don't know. Anybody, but I don't think so. I'm thinking it's something very bad happening. If that's the first thing that came out of my mind, it's because there's a lot of stuff happening worldwide right now. And it's bad, and it's gonna get worse before it gets better. So that's what I have for you. Uh, I'm trying to remember, my dreams a lot more. And like I said, with that one about my mom, my aunt, and then these other 4 or 5 people that were making fun out of whoever or whatever that part had to do with, I'm not 100. I just know people were making fun out of people, talking about they were going to tape some balls on them. And tape, like, they're like, oh, I'm going to tape some balls on me. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, what the hell is that guy? Like, what's wrong? But I just know I was getting agitated because I don't like people, like, joking around or making fun out of people or being ignorant. Just, I'm like, what's wrong with these people? Like, and then whatever, like I told you already, what happened in my grandma's house. So right now, yeah, God, I know already that God, he already said to me, it's already been, out there that yes, I'm going to get a lot of downloads. I'm going to get a lot of movies, a lot of pictures about people, places, and things, especially that have to do with me, who was involved with anything bad since I was a child until now, and I'm almost 50 years old. In that, those years, and then some of you as well. Uh, you are people from my past lives, okay? You're going to be exposed as well, okay? So there's a lot of things happening. But right now, uh, I will deal with my issues. Right now, I want you all to make sure that you are preparing yourselves for what is to come, okay? Especially if you are anywhere near though where that water is and all that. Please don't stay there taking pictures. I see a lot of you standing around taking pictures. It's not a game. I mean, unless you want to die, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a big chance and a risk that you're taking. Because some of these videos and things I'm watching, it's like people are literally standing right there and you see houses going down in the water right in front of them. Like, that's a risk and a chance that you're taking. I wouldn't do that if I were you. If you could get to safety, you need to get to safety. And then the last thing, a lot of you need to start helping each other. A lot of people around the world, they're going to need help. A lot of help too. Because I'm talking about these disasters are worldwide right now. They're happening everywhere. I just told you there's earthquakes happening around the world. It's on the news. Pay attention. There are things going down. Earthquake, there's nothing you could do about that. It'll crack open and suck you up, and it's over for you. Once the earth opens and cracks open, it's over. So make sure that if you do know how to pray, make sure you start praying. If you don't, I suggest you start learning how to pray for yourselves, for your own families, and for humanity worldwide. Because before it gets better, it's going to get a lot worse. And that's what I have. I just wanted to share that with you because, like I told you, I was going to be sharing my honest, true life, what I'm going through, what I'm seeing in my dreams, what I'm getting in my downloads, everything. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to hide nothing from nobody. What I'm going through, many of you as well. Maybe it's meant for me to be honest on here too, to help to teach you how to be honest in what you're going through, to show you that you do not need to be scared of nothing. You need to speak your truth. And also by speaking the truth, I am helping the rest of you to speak the truth about whatever you have gone through. If you were always picked on as a child, if people made you feel like you were less than, if you weren't good enough, if you felt weird, out of place, more than likely you're a chosen being, you're a starseed, you're a light worker. Because anybody that they try to always, they ruined your life like they did mine and made you like go through all type of things, more than likely it's your starseed, you're a chosen being. You're one of the 144,000. That's why you're going through so much. That's why you're being attacked. You're wondering why your life's falling apart, why all the people around you did what they did to you, why your family, friends, people you thought you knew, random people you don't know, why they were doing it. It's because they're the devil's people. It's because they serve the dark and not the light. It's because they never chose to work on their childhood wounding. And now a lot of these people are grown and they think they're going to get away with it. They think that they don't have to work on themselves and everybody else does. No, my friends. I don't care what age you are. You could be 80 years old. You have to work on yourselves. And now I'm thinking about why God put me in the home health care when I was working in the home health care. He just gave me another beautiful movie. Okay? Not always beautiful, because mostly a lot of the elderly people that God connected me to, they had ways about them that were not very nice ways. Some of these people, they were prejudiced. They did not like African Americans, nor did they like Latino, okay? Some of these people, they were just pure, Caucasian. I had to work with them, because where I work, there's variety, different ethnicities, black, Mexican, Chinese, whatever. And, the one lady, they were telling me that I was working with, that she was being mean to to the black lady, that she was doing this and that. So I had to sit there with her, and I had to tell her, in the best way that I knew how. A lot of your ways are outdated. The way that you're treating that woman, you're not supposed to treat her like that. She didn't do nothing to you. She came here to help you and to take care of you, just like I am. We're not supposed to just treat people badly because their skin color is different or because you grew up like that. How would you like it if I came in here and I treated you like that? Or if I didn't take care of you the right way? Or I badmouth you? Or I didn't feed you? Or I was mean to you? You wouldn't like it, right? And she was listening to me like she had no other choice, because it was just me and her. And I told her, and I'm not telling you this to like scare you. I'm not telling you this to make you feel bad. I'm telling you this because some of the ways that you were brought up with or you were taught were not the right ways. You can no longer be like this. I'm like, especially when you want to go to heaven and you want God to accept you or whatever, or to go to the next life, you have to change your ways. They're not going to accept you like that if you're going to be being mean to people, being prejudiced, you're going to be evil. You hurt that lady's feelings, like you were mean to her. So anyways, after I got done like working with this woman, and this woman, she would not open her eyes. I work with her day in, day out. Her eyes were always closed. So you could just imagine, it's like majority of the time she was in darkness. When I got done working with that lady opened her eyes. That lady understood everything that I was saying. She expressed to me what she went through, like how she grew up, what she went through, why she was the way she was, and I listened to her because I had to, because God put me there. He ordained me to be there with her, and I listened to her, and I gave her, and I understood where she was coming from. And then she understood where I was coming from. I'm talking about for so many days, I was like, why you got your eyes closed? I would fight with her, like, not fight with her like that, but like try to like, always talk to her, like, open your eyes, you're missing what's right in front of you. You're not going to be here forever. None of us are. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy, your food. Look at me, look at something else. I don't think it's fun just being in the dark, like with your eyes closed. After I got done working with that lady and I did my magic, that lady's eyes were open. her eyes were open. She wasn't being mean anymore. She wasn't disrespecting me. I mean, she knew that what the way she treated them people, like it was wrong. But she was like, she explained it to me. She's like, I really didn't mean to be, mean like that. But they got so many people coming in and out of my house, and that part I understand. You know what I'm saying? Because these people, they're elderly. They're it's like a baby all over again. It's like you're putting different people to come in to care for these elderly, and they could have dementia, they could have Alzheimer's, or they could just have people coming and going. Who wants all kind of people coming and going out of their house constantly? You know what I mean? Like, and then you don't know them. You know what I mean? But I did know that I mean, at some little points, she would open her eyes because she knew the lady was black. She knew who I was. But the rest of the time, like, once she saw you or whatever, it's like she would close her eyes. Her eyes were never open. And then, like, once I got done working with her, and she realized maybe, that I was an angelic being, like, she had, like, to like people taking care of her from both sides of her family, and one I knew right away. One I read like a book. One just wanted her money, was just helping her to get whatever he was going to get, like probably basically just waiting for her to pass away so he could get whatever, her house and whatever else. The other one I'm not really sure about, but he did look nice. He did look like he cared about her. um I don't know, you know what I mean? But what I do know is, like, I saved her, like, um, sent her to the hospital because she had fell and hurt herself. And, like, she was even, like, she literally hit her head. There was, like, blood, and I freaked out. I'm like, oh my God. I'm, like, calling the fire department. I'm calling her family. But what had happened was she was real sick, and they were wanting me to give her, like, NyQuil. And I was like, why would you guys? He's like, they were like, oh, we're going to bring her NyQuil, whatever. I'm like, no, you're not supposed to even be giving her that. She's already weak and barely moving around because she's already at that stage, and you want to give her NyQuil. And that, I think that's pretty much why that lady fell when she did. But I didn't know what was going to happen when I was there. And I called the ambulance, and the fire department came, and I was crying, and they're like, oh, you don't. I'm the only one crying. I mean, her family, they came. Nobody's crying. The firemen are just looking at me like nobody had no. It's like I was the only one that has sympathy. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what's wrong with you people? Like, you don't have a heart. But anyways, they're like, oh, this happens quite a bit. I'm like, really? Well, it shouldn't be. I'm like, it shouldn't be. So I was like really upset, but anyways, that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, so she went to the hospital, and I made sure she went there, and I kept like calling and checking on her because I am an angel, and I felt sympathy for her. You know what I mean? Um, and she ended up staying in there, and I just like kept tabs with her family, and I know that both sides of her family were going back and forth about who was going to get what, who was in charge of her, who didn't take care, who wasn't taking care of her the right way. It was just a bunch of nonsense. And later she ended up dying. But I was thankful because I was able to show that lady something, that we can't keep being prejudiced. We can't keep judging people. We can't be mean because we were hurt or we went, because she told me her stories, like what she went through, how her life was hard. And I get it. We all have hard lives. We all go through things. But that does not give us the right to be evil or bad to other people. You don't understand what I'm saying? There has to come a point where you realize you cannot be like that. It's not acceptable. I mean, if I was to be mean, because I've gone through damn near every sin known to man, because that's what I came here to do, to be because of my contract with God. I mean, I half the world would probably be dead by now, to be honest. But I mean, I had common sense. And I always have, because of who I am since I was a child. that whatever happened to me, I wasn't going to take it out on every other person around me. Now, when I was younger, yeah, I almost got caught in the devil's trap, because there was times that, yeah, I was mean to my cousins or different people. Like, I wanted to be mean to them, but then I would like catch myself and I'm like, nope, I can't do that. Nope, that's not right. What are you doing? That's not, it's like I was fighting, like at 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, I'm fighting with the devil and God, going back and forth whether or not to be mean or to be good. But I thank God, majority of the time I was good. There was some incidents that, like I just said, I had to like go, figure out, do you want to be mean? Do you want to be bad? Do you want to be mean? And even as I grew up as an adult, you know, whether I wanted to be good or bad. And most of the time I was good, but there was times, I cannot lie to you, when people were really evil and bad or tried to take advantage of me as a woman, and I did do some things to them to teach them their lessons, in whatever way. And not saying that that was right or wrong, but yeah, I did. So that way they will never do stuff like that again to any other woman or anybody else. Some people, they have to learn, they have to receive their karma as well. But we all have ways. We have to break the ways that we treat people, And then a lot of us just have to realize right now what is going on this planet. It is a spiritual warfare going on. This is a battle between the good, the dark, the good and the bad, the dark and the light. God's people and the devil's people, plain and simple. So, and that being said, I'm going to end this video. I just came on because, like I told you, I'm going to keep tabs with you on any downloads, any dreams I'm getting. Please pray for me because, yes, I am sick. I do not feel good. All right? But hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully the answers will come out. If something's going on, or if I'm just feeling sick because of what the bad stuff that's happening worldwide, or it's giving us a sign that something bad's coming, and that's where I'm in pain. I have to share more with you later when I know. But for now, that's what I have. If you would like to plant a seed or leave a donation at any time on any of my channels, my information is there. Make sure you go like my TikTok, my Facebook, my Instagram. Make sure y'all keep me in your prayers. I do go through a lot. I am in the middle of the spiritual battle. I am an angelic being, but it's not easy being a chosen being. It's not easy being an angel, fighting the spiritual warfare, fighting this battle on this planet, and in my dreams and other realms. It's not just what's happening here. That's what you guys got to realize too. This battle is going on in other realms, in other dimensions, okay? Just keep me in your prayers, all right? And I will do the same for each one of you. And like I said, humanity, if you know family, friends, associates, people, places, or things that are going through any of these disasters that I have spoken about today in this video, and you could help them, give them a plate of food, give them shelter, give them encouraging advice, give them a roof over their head, give them clothes, give them comfort, whatever. Do that for the people. Do that for the people. Because one day it could be me and you that needs it. You know what I mean? We all go through things. And especially if you have gone through things already similar to what these people are going through, then especially you all should be the first ones to go and help them, because you know what it is to lose. You know what it is to lose loved ones and have them die. You know what it is to lose your house. You know what it is to have, a hurricane take everything from you and leave you with nothing. You know what a tornado did. You know what a tsunami did. You know what a fire did. You know what witchcraft and black magic did. Whatever the battle is, there's many disasters going on worldwide. Start helping each other. Start finding balance. Start working on each other, and stop being bad to each other. Especially if you're in somebody's family, you're somebody's mother, father, aunt, whatever. Enough is enough. I'll see you later.